Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. And well, today I'm going to be doing a video using makeup from my collection that I don't really like. I have this bag full with makeup that I'm not really too interested on. Like, I have it in my collection just because I bought it, but I didn't really like it for whatever reason. So that's the makeup that I'm going to be using for today's video. So it's like a full face of makeup that I don't really like. Before I get into the video, just because I'm talking about like some makeup product doesn't mean that I do not like the brand, because there's actually a lot of products from like brands that I'm talking here that I really do like. It's just that for some reason I didn't end up liking the product that I'm going to be using in today's video. So like I said already, just because I'm talking about the product, or maybe I'm talking about more than one product from a brand that I don't like, that does not mean that I don't like the brand. I have the product because I like the brands and I thought I was going to like the product, but I didn't end up liking it. If any of the items I mentioned in this video are some of your holy grails, then I have nothing against that product. It's just, it didn't work for me, but if it works for you, then just go ahead and keep using it. I'm not telling you guys to stop using the product just because I don't like it. No, if you guys like something, then just go ahead and keep using it. I know there's some makeup products that I like that some of you guys might not like, but that does not mean that I'm going to stop using it just because someone doesn't like it. So I'm just going to get started with the video, and I honestly have no idea what look I'm going to do, but yeah, I'm just going to get started. Okay, and I am going to start with my eyebrows on, and I didn't have a product to use for this, so I just went ahead and did my brows. This one looks a little bit darker, but I'm just going to keep moving like that. If I have to fix it at the end, then I'll fix it at the end. But yeah, and like I always do, I'm going to start with doing my eye makeup first, just because I do like to do my eye makeup before my foundation. And well, for my eye primer, I'm going to be using this Heart Candy Shimmer Shadow Primer. And it's this one right here. This one is for like shimmery eyeshadows, I believe, but I bought it like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I never liked it just because I didn't really know how to use it, and this is how it looks like. It has shimmer in it, but I just never liked it, so I'm going to be using it for today, just to prime my eyelids. I think I put too much. And like I said already, guys, just because I'm using something that you guys like doesn't mean that it's a bad product. It's just that it didn't work for me, so that's why I'm including it in this video for today. And yes, I know that this eyeshadow primer is not for like it says it's for shimmer eyeshadow, but it's the only one that I had that I didn't like. So it's the one that I'm going to be using for today. And not sure if the camera is picking up, but yeah, I'm sure it is. You guys can see that there's shimmer all over my eyelid because like I said, it's for shimmer eyeshadows. So I'm just gonna let that sit on my eye for a little bit, and then I'll be back. Moving on to eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using is from Urban Decay, and it's the Naked 3. And this is how mine looks. It looks pretty much brand new, but I actually got it like years ago when I first started getting into makeup. This was the first high-end eyeshadow palette that I bought, and I honestly do not like it. I was going to set my eye primer, but I don't think I have to set it. I think it feels good just like that. I'm going to start by going in with the shade Limit. The reason I don't like this eyeshadow palette is just because I feel like it's too expensive, and I don't see it working for me like the way I used to see some of the YouTube videos back in the day. Like, people would create makeup looks with this eyeshadow palette, and I thought they were like super pretty. But then now that I have it, like, I feel like it's not worth the $54 that I paid for. I still have it just because it's the first high-end eyeshadow palette that I bought. Okay, now I'm going to be going back in with the shade Nooner, which is this one right here, which is not even that dark. I'm going to be applying the shade over the previous shade. And like I said already, I don't really think that the eyeshadows show up too much. This shade is actually picking up a little bit better with this brush. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. Then I'm just going back in with the shade Limit and blending out the edges of this eyeshadow. Same thing for the other eye. Another reason why I don't really like this eyeshadow palette is because the shimmers don't really show up like how I would like them to. I'm gonna swatch them here. Like right there they look nice, but for some reason like they don't last on my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this shade right here, and then over it I'm gonna apply this dust shade. Just to be fair, I'm gonna be putting some Fix Plus on my brush, just because I always do it anyways. Here. Not sure if the camera is picking up the shade right now, but it's actually showing up a little bit better, just because the brush is wet. Now over that one, I'm going to be putting the shade Dust, which is this second shade right here. That previous shade, the one that I have on my eyelid right now, it actually did show up a little bit. Since I'm doing my makeup with makeup that I don't really like, I would like to know if you guys have an eyeshadow palette that you guys thought you were going to love but you don't really like. If you do, please go ahead and leave a comment down below telling me which palette that is. To me, you guys know already, it's this one from Urban Decay, Naked 3. I'm not sure how this is going to look, but I'm going to go ahead and add the shade Black Heart, which is this last shade down here. It does have some shimmer, which I don't like for like the outer corner of my makeup, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this. Just taking Limit and Nooner and blending out like out here. Okay, now for my mascara, I'm gonna be using this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which I know that a lot of people would really like this mascara, but to me, it's a little bit too expensive, and I don't really like it because one, it's not waterproof, and two, for the price, it shouldn't like be like all crumbly like the way it is. So it's just not my favorite. And I know there's like mixed opinions. Some people really like it and some hate it, and I happen to be one that I don't hate it, but I just don't like it. I know they have one that it's waterproof, but still it's a little bit too expensive for me. Just because I always wear fake eyelashes, so I don't think that I need to spend over $20 on a mascara when I can just put on some fake eyelashes. Oh, and I did forget to apply some eyeliner, but I'm just going to go ahead and put like a thin line of eyeliner. And for that, what I'm going to be using is this Wet n Wild H2O proof eyeliner. This was actually my favorite liquid eyeliner, but then I found one that works a lot better than this. Also, the little tip is like super thick, which is not my favorite now. Yeah, I'm not going to do this on camera just because I do have to get super close to my mirror. So. Okay, and for now, I'm just going to go ahead and skip on my eyelashes, and I'm going to move on to my face. And for my face primer, I'm going to be using this number 7 Airbrush Away Radiance Boosting Primer, which is this one right here. And I got this one, and it was a little bit expensive. I'm not sure how much it was, but I used it once, and I didn't know you could return makeup at Walgreens, so I never returned it. But yeah, it looks like it has like a purple tint to it, and it's just not my favorite. Like, I don't feel like it does anything to my skin, so I'm gonna be applying it like mainly here because it's like a radiance primer or whatever. But like I said, not my favorite. Okay, it's been like a minute, and I think it's ready for my foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to be using for today is this Wet n Wild foundation. It's the Photo Focus foundation. I tried this one like 3 times, and I didn't like it. Maybe it's because I don't have the right shade, but I also don't like the way it looks on my skin. Since this is not really meant to be used for people with dry skin, and I do have dry skin. So I don't really like it, and then also the shade that I have, it's super light for me. If this is one of your favorite foundations, then just keep on using it. It doesn't work for me, but if it works for you, then that's good. I know that my sister, Tanya, she does like this foundation. I think it's like her favorite foundation, but it just doesn't work for me. I know that it does have like good coverage. That's what I've heard people saying about this foundation. But still, it's not my favorite. Okay, I'm just gonna finish applying it and then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, and I have my foundation on already. I'm not really sure how it's picking up on camera, but here, like I'm looking at it and it looks like super heavy on my skin. Maybe I did apply too much. Also the shade, like I said already, it's not my right shade, as you guys can probably tell. This shade is way too light for me. Now to set my under eye and my smile lines, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. High Definition Powder, which I got like whenever I first started getting into makeup. I didn't know much about makeup. I would just hear people talking about setting powders, and this is the one that I picked up because it's going everywhere. Because it was cheap. But I used it like once or twice and I didn't really like it, but I still have it just because it was one of the first items that I bought. And I don't think you have to set this foundation, but I'm still doing it. Whenever I did use this product, I did find that it made me look like white, which I don't really enjoy. You guys can probably see it on camera now that it does look pretty white. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and dust off whatever I have on my brush all over my face, and oh my god. I hope the camera is picking up how white it's making me look, just because it is not gonna go ahead and move on to my contour slash bronzer. And the one that I'm gonna be using, it's from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade Caramel Toffee, and I've actually only used this one like once or twice, but I just never got back to it, so I figured that it's because I didn't really like it. So I know that a lot of people really do enjoy this product, and there's more than one shade, and a lot of people really do enjoy it, but I just never reached for it. So again, not really sure how it's picking up on camera, but here I actually really do like the product, the way it looks. Maybe after using it on this video, I'll be using it a little bit more. And also, if you guys see that this side looks a little bit darker on camera, I have the light coming from this side because I'm recording with like natural light. So this side has a shadow. This blush, I'm going to be using this one from Too Faced. I believe the shade name is Justify My Love. And this is how it looks in the inside, which I hope the camera picks it up, but it's like super pink, which and honestly scares me a little bit more, which is also like the reason I don't really use this product. And I'm going to be applying it with this brush just because I hear that it applies the blush a lot nicer than instead of packing the blush on there. Like going in and then tapping off my brush. Okay, again, not sure how the camera is picking up the color. It does look like real pink, but I actually think I would like this one more for like the winter, just because it's a little bit fresh. Well, here it doesn't really get cold, just gets a little fresh. So I think this would actually look a lot nicer in the winter. And sorry if I'm looking a little bit crazy. As you guys know already, I am using the makeup that I don't really like. Before I apply my highlight, I'm going to be applying some setting spray. Since my face is still a little bit wet, I'm going to go ahead and apply my highlight. And I did also apply a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush. The highlight that I'm going to be using is from Hard Candy, and it's this one. And I think the shade name is Twinkle Star. I'm going to be using this lighter one up here. The reason I don't like this highlighter is just because I feel it's super powdery. It's also the reason why I'm using it with the wet brush. It's super glittery, which I don't really mind. It's a nice highlight. It's just, if I use it dry, it is like super powdery, and also I don't think that it lasts for too long on my skin. Yeah, you guys can tell that it's a nice highlight, just doesn't really last on my skin. Go back to my eyes and apply the shade Nooner lower lash line. Now I think I'm gonna apply just a little bit of a black heart to the lower lash line as well. I'm gonna put it mainly on the outer part of my eye. These are the eyelashes that I'm gonna be using for today, and I really do like the way that the eyelashes look. Like, they look beautiful on Nicole, and I think she looks beautiful. I think she's beautiful, but I just can't apply them. Like, for some reason, it's super hard for me to apply this eyelashes. and I know how to apply eyelashes, but for some reasons this ones don't look good on me. I feel like this side, this eye, which is my left eye, it does look a lot nicer. It does look like how they're supposed to look, but just on this eye, it looks weird, and it always looks like that every single time. I try applying it like more to the side and everything, but it just it doesn't work for me. And I really do love Nicole. It's just that the eyelashes don't work for me. As you guys can probably tell, I look a little weird. I have lip liner on already. And the lipstick that I'm going to be using is from the Beauty Crop. And it's this one. I got it, I think, on a BoxyCharm like last year maybe. And it's in the shade Date Night. And I really, really do love the shade of this one. I will give you guys a swatch right here. It doesn't go with the eye look that I have on, but I'm including it anyways. And the reason I don't like this one is just because it comes off like super fast. And whenever I checked the price for this one, it was a little bit expensive, and I don't think it's worth the price. Okay, guys, and I'm totally sitting on a different area now, just because the light was getting a little bit bad on that side, so I quickly moved to my couch. If you guys see some weird stuff in the back, I'm sorry. This completes today's video of using makeup that I don't really like. And like I said already, just because I'm using something that you guys like doesn't mean that it's a bad product. It's just it didn't work for me, just like how if I like something it might not work for you. And the highlight, you guys can tell it's really nice, it looks nice. It's just I find that it does not last on my skin the way I would like it to. But yeah, it's a beautiful highlight. And more the eyelashes, you guys can see that this one looks completely bad. And the foundation, it just it's too light for my skin, which is the main reason why I don't like it. I could find another shade and maybe try and use it now for the summer, since it's like super hot and my skin is not like as dry now. But yeah, this completes today's video. I would like to know what products you guys have on your collection that you guys don't really like, and just leave me a comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.